Well, good morning to you. Let's get you right through it again. If you're just joining us again, we have the dangerously cold conditions today. Today is the coldest of the days of the alert days that we have. We have another one coming in for Wednesday as well. The wind chills will be down to -40. We'll also see daytime highs between 4 to 10 degrees. Now, we have some of the coldest spots, southeast Minnesota and, of course, north central Wisconsin. Let's get into how this all plays out one more time. The darker blue shaded here, those are the extremely cold warnings for wind chills here, getting down to -40. The possibility of frostbite can affect you with less than 10 minutes of time. Then by 6 o'clock tonight, going into noon for tomorrow, we have this coming back again. That's the cold weather advisory that comes into play, and so that kicks in later on tonight. Moisture coming in from the Pacific, still mostly kind of treading right across the central portion of the nation. Some of that moisture is getting dusted up, also coming up off the Gulf. We'll also hold on to that, getting closer back to the central area as well of the country. We have a little bit of moisture coming in from the northeast, and we'll keep an eye on that to see if any of that starts to put any snow on the ground well north of I-94. The visibility, not an issue today. We have wind chill is pretty much the major factor. Some of the slick road spots, as I mentioned before, some of the roads still snowy. That's on some of the off-street roadways getting into the forecast. So visibility not an issue for you this early morning for drive time. Clear skies out there as well with a little bit of wind coming and going, mostly up to about 22 miles per hour gusting, and it begins to back off. Eau Claire's doing the same. As you go through the wind chill, this is through the sunrise time, -32 for Ladysmith, -31 for Eau Claire. So you can see we're hunched up into most of those 30s. -28 for La Crosse and down to the south near -30, -34 for areas right by Sparta. Now, it is very cold out there for these wind chills to be occurring. They'll continue to do that all the way into the 3 o'clock hour, but we're away from the 20s, so -13 to about -10 for your forecast for the day today. So it's going to be pretty cold on your skin out there and about. By the evening time, once you're leaving, maybe picking up the kids for their sporting events or anything like that, you're looking at very cold conditions going into the evening. And then tomorrow morning sunrise, you're looking at -16, -26 again, -30. And so that's going to be that's the highest portion of the cold advisory in the morning. So that being said, Tuesday, we're looking at today at least 5 to about, say, 10 degrees. Sunny to partly cloudy skies will prevail. We'll carry over from 5 o'clock, carrying all the way into sunrise time. Lows will be mostly about -16, carrying all the way down to at least -14 for your local morning temperatures. Now we get into it for the 9 o'clock hour. Not much change working through the forecast, but once we get into the noon hour, you're at 1 degree or so, -2 in Eau Claire. La Crosse is 2 degrees. You're looking at least 4 degrees down by Boswell, 1 degree for Prairie du Chien. Highs today from 6 degrees. You can see there from Ladysmith, Eau Claire at 3 degrees, La Crosse at 7 degrees, and down to Winona, you're at 4. Prairie du Chien looking about 8, I should say 6 to 8 degrees. You go to Boscobel. Once we get into it for the nighttime, getting into the evening, ending your evening, once you finish your commute, you're in the negative numbers now, holding on to single digits. Then we carry over to how this all looks going into the next few days, where you're looking at conditions to be 6 to 8 degrees going in for tomorrow to finish out our weather alert days. And then we're back into the 20s, 30s, and the 40s with milder conditions on the way.